Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Como é que vocês estão? Vamos lá continuar com a nossa saga aqui em Kingdoms Come Deliverance 2. Da onde nós paramos aqui, finalmente vamos falar com esse cara, velho. Vamos lá, o Von de não sei quem. Vamos lá falar com ele agora e vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Se possível, se quiserem também, já deixa aquele like aí pro YouTube reconhecer que estamos no pedaço. Bora lá então, dar continuidade? Vamos ver o que ele tem pra falar pra gente.
So,
Ou o que nós temos pra falar pra ele.
you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Your Chamberlain's welcome was appropriate enough, considering our appearance, the situation in your domain, and your orders, sir.
Ah. I appreciate your diplomacy, young man. Master Chamberlain Ulrich can sometimes be more hasty and passionate than is healthy. And we are glad you hold no grudge against him. Are we not, Ulrich?
I regret what happened, gentlemen. Please accept my humblest apologies.
Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
Well, we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king, although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzik are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Tá. Fechou.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
É o mínimo, né? É o mínimo.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called István Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor, a stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you.
Tá. Beleza.
I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nabokov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. Furthermore, his lordship has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, and naturally your equipment shall be returned to you.
Obrigado. Obrigado.
Gentlemen, follow me.
É roubar? Pegar essas maçãs aqui?
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Don't be surprised. My lord doesn't take kindly to those who insist on putting a rope round his neck.
I understand. I expect no one does. In any case, we'd have it a lot easier, your lord and I, if his behavior weren't so redolent of a bandit. Nevertheless, welcome to Trotsky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Ah, você vai mostrar onde é meu aposento aí, ô... Eita.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
É, vai ser uma dessas casinhas aqui, acredito.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you.
Ok.
Good. I don't think I could stomach much more of your company.
Likewise. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
É isso. Belezinha, jogador. Ah, tá. Já tô com minhas coisas de volta aqui. Pode guardar isso, guarda isso, guarda isso. Ah, essa calça eu vou continuar com ela, hein? Essas outras coisas que pode continuar comigo. E será que a gente ganhou, hein? Que o cara falou que a gente ganhou? Porque a gente ganhou umas besteirinhas. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui. Ah, as roupas velhas. Deu nada, mano. Pagando mó sapo que me deu os bagulho e não me deu nada. Ah, acho que essas coisas aqui, né? Ah, acho que essas coisas aqui, ó. Ó, que legal. Ah, não, beleza, beleza. Me deu umas coisas aqui sim. Tá, ele deu umas coisas realmente. Vamos vestir aqui. Com certeza a bolsinha, o cinto. Nossa, 30 e... acho que é melhor. Ficou bonito? O óculos a gente nunca tira, mano. Não tem jeito. E... aqui. Beleza. Não tem interesse nessa espada. Nosso arco com a nossa flecha. Nossa adaga e a tocha. Nessa outra aqui. O nosso arco. Nossa adaga, nossa tocha. Isso aqui é pra ficar leve, tá ligado? Tiro leve. Colocando de volta aqui a roupa, né, rapaziada? Que a gente precisa pôr de volta a roupa. Beleza. Esse aqui. Sem arma nenhuma. Só a adaga. É isso. Põe esse aqui também? Põe, põe. Aí, pronto. Essa aqui eu não coloquei os anéis. Coloco o anel e coloco o óculos. Aí. Beleza. Dá-lhe aquela dormida pra salvar. Até o meio-dia mesmo, só pra salvar, bonitinho. Boa demais. Jogo salvo, cochilo tirado. Tá, agora a gente tem que ir até o carinha lá do cavalo, né? Ele fica aqui, ó. Vou lá falar com ele.
Greetings. Do you need
Preciso.
A horse!
Well, fuck me blind. A while ago you brought me horseshoes and now you get your own horse. I've got Herring here all ready and waiting for you. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out and he'll an
Sure.
honest stock too. From the Samine stud farm. I've heard that wind is blowing from them dodgy nomads.
É.
So I
Fiquei
heard.
sabendo.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables, so
Sim.
Ah, don't worry. The main thing is to spur him on as fast. Spurs are a horseman's best.
Christ, fella, you don't know It's a shame I have to give Herring to the likes of you. He deserves a better. Now listen well, or I'll put the
Ah, se
spurs
lascar.
into you. The first thing is, pet him now and again. Actually, best do that as soon as you mount. Once you're mounted, don't drive him too much over tough terrain. He won't trot to, and horses ain't stupid.
Relaxa, cara.
mind.
Você anda de
If you
cavalo.
leave him standing around, a trough where he can drink or maybe some pasture, so don't be surprised if you leave him alone and then can't find him afterwards.
All right. I'll bear that in mind.
And of course, the horse needs... I've prepared some decent tack for you, so I don't get my arse whipped for not treating his lordship. Mistakes don't go unpunished here. You can tack him
Beleza.
up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Take care.
Boa. Então a gente tem que voltar até o cavalo. Arreios para os cavalos. Você pode equipar seu cavalo com uma sela. Plá, plá, plá. Tá. O cavalo vai estar aqui dentro, eu acho, né? Pelo visto.
Don't think I can't see you.
Ah, don't worry.
Então.
I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
Ah, é com o Hanzo que a gente tem que falar.
I'm ready. We can go.
We can't. We wouldn't make it to Nabokov and back by sunset. We'll meet at the second gate tomorrow at sunrise.
Tá bom. É só de manhã que ele quer ir, galera. Só de manhã. Então vamos fazer o seguinte. Vamos pra cama pra dormir. Já que é só amanhã de manhã, mano. É isso. Não tem muito mais que a gente possa fazer. Fechar aqui a portinha. Vamos dormir. E bom, galera. O vídeo vai ficar por aqui, cara. Vai ficar por aqui. Esse vídeo vai ser um pouquinho menor. Esse vídeo aqui é a preparação para a nossa nova missão. Isso aqui a gente conheceu lá o Lorde, né? Trocou ideia com ele. Se apresentamos. Finalmente alguém acreditou na gente, cara. O cara acreditou, deu tudo certo. E agora a gente vai lá dar conta. Começar a dar conta desses bandidos que estão prejudicando os arredores aí. Mas é isso, pessoal. A gente vai ficando por aqui no momento. Se possível, deixa aquele like aí pro YouTube reconhecer que estamos no pedaço. Vamos ficando por aqui. E no próximo vídeo a gente se encontra de manhãzinha com o Hans lá no portão pra seguir viagem com os cavalos. É isso, pessoal. Tamo junto. Valeu, falou. Tchau, tchau.